Manny Pacquiao is one of the most famous professional boxers in the world. He's won championships in multiple weight classes and is known for his speed, power, and experience in the ring. Algieri is also a professional boxer, though he has a different style. He tends to rely on movement, reach, and technical boxing rather than trying to overpower opponents. Before their fight, Algieri made a comment that many fans noticed. He said that Pacquiao is likely bracing for one big shot. In boxing terms, this means Algieri thinks Pacquiao is cautious because he knows a single strong punch from Algieri could significantly affect the fight. Algieri is basically suggesting that Pacquiao might be more careful than usual, not throwing as many aggressive punches or taking bigger risks. What one big shot means in boxing. In boxing, even the best fighters have to balance offense and defense. Fighters are aware that one clean, strong punch, sometimes called a power shot or knockout punch, can change the outcome of the fight instantly. When someone talks about bracing for one big shot, they mean a fighter might move more defensively to avoid getting hit. Be careful not to leave openings when punching. Use their experience to read the opponent rather than rely purely on speed or power. Algieri's statement is a way to say that Pacquiao might be a bit more cautious than usual, and it's also a form of pre-fight strategy called mind games. Boxers and their teams sometimes use statements in the media to try to affect their opponent psychologically, hoping they second-guess themselves or feel extra pressure. Pacquiao's fighting style. Pacquiao is known for being aggressive and fast. He often moves around the ring quickly and throws combinations of punches from different angles. This makes him dangerous for any opponent. However, as fighters get older or face different styles, they sometimes adjust their approach to avoid risk. That doesn't mean they are weak. It just means they are using strategy to protect themselves while still trying to win. Algieri's comment about the one big shot could be a way to point out that Pacquiao might have to respect his power and reach. Algieri is taller and has longer arms than Pacquiao, which can make it easier for him to control distance and keep Pacquiao from landing heavy punches. Why fighters talk about each other before a fight. Pre-fight comments like this are normal in boxing. They serve a few purposes. 1. Hype. Talking about the fight builds excitement among fans and media. 2. Strategy. Comments can make the opponent think twice or change their mental approach. 3. Confidence. By saying things like "I think he's bracing for one big shot," a fighter shows confidence in their own abilities. Boxers are often very careful about what they reveal before a fight. They know that any hint of weakness or hesitation can be noticed by their opponent. So, public statements are part of a bigger mental game. What fans can expect. Fans shouldn't read too much into Algieri's comment alone. Pacquiao is experienced and has faced many skilled fighters. Even if he is aware of Algieri's punches, it doesn't mean he will fight timidly. Fighters can adjust in the moment, balancing offense and defense depending on what's happening in the ring. In other words, Algieri thinks Pacquiao will be cautious. Pacquiao may or may not act cautiously. It will depend on how he reads the fight in real time. Statements like this are part of the pre-fight build-up and hype. The bigger picture. Boxing isn't just about throwing punches. It's also about strategy, timing, and mental toughness. Saying someone is bracing for one big shot is more about predicting behavior than describing a weakness. It's like saying, "I think my opponent will be careful because they know I can hit hard." This can help fighters mentally prepare, but it doesn't guarantee any outcome. For young fans, it's a good example of how sports involve both physical skill and mental strategy. Fighters often use what they know about each other, plus pre-fight media, to try to gain an advantage before they even step in the ring. Summary. Algieri said Manny Pacquiao is bracing for one big shot, suggesting Pacquiao might fight cautiously. In boxing, one strong punch can change the fight, so fighters are aware of the risk. Algieri's comment is also part of pre-fight psychological strategy and hype. Pacquiao is experienced and may adjust his strategy based on how the fight develops. Fans should see these statements as part of the mental game in boxing rather than proof of a weakness.